So in the back of the cab this week we have Ski from Puerto Rico, who's a wicked graph artist, and it's an absolute honour and a pleasure to have you in the back of the London Ultra Cab. How you doing, my man?
Everything's good. Thank you for having me here.
And we got the right hand man Brim in the back as well.
I bring my man Ski from Puerto Rico. I just wanted to rep with Ski.
Exactly, yeah. And Ski, I'll go through some basic questions. I mean, when did you start doing graffiti, and what made you get into it?
Yes, I'm one of the first writers from Puerto Rico. I started in 1981. I was in the school that I was, and I saw somebody that came from New York that he brings the entire hip-hop culture, the way he dressed, the way he used the shoes, the laces, and the music. Everything was something different. And we showed him, he was in the back of the school dancing on the cardboard, and I was like, what's that? And he was explaining, oh, that's hip-hop, and that's like the Bboy breakdance, and there's another element that is graffiti. And he showed me album with some pictures of the trains of New York. The first thing that I saw was a face tattoo on a train. When I saw that, I was like, whoa, I had to learn how to do that. So he's explaining me how was that word and spray pen and that. And I went the same night when I get back to my home, I started with my book, trying to do.
So you started doing little doodles, little doodles and practicing.
Yeah.
And you started basically learning your craft.
Yeah, learning from zero.
From scratch.
Yeah, from scratch.
As we do. And did you start off first with a tag? Because usually we start doing the tagging first.
Yeah, I start with the tagging first.
Well, hold on. Let's go to what we've been talking about. The S. Who invented that S? The S that's iconic. You know which S I'm talking about? That you do the 3 lines and the 3 lines, and it's a corner and a corner. It's like 3 lines, 3 lines, and then you go like that. You go like that. Who invented that? And then you cut in and you'll show that S, and we'll draw out.
Everybody draw this.
I think everybody, even you, when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh shit, that's right. You know what I mean? It's like we're trying to figure out who actually made this S. But good. But phase 2 was his influence.
Yeah, it's my influence. The other influence was some of the record covers by that time.
Yeah, record covers.
When you see like Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah.
Candy Letters.
Yeah, it looked wicked, didn't it?
And some other records. And some different type of music that have dope album covers.
And music, about music videos, did you see any videos?
But that time it was real hard, but we don't no internet, nothing. The only thing that we can, when some people came from New York with a VHS or something like that, and we can see what is going on in New York.
Yeah, I mean, you really got the fever.
Yes.
Yeah, and did you ever dabble? As I said earlier, in the UK, we was trying to like do a bit of everything. So did you ever dabble with like b-boy and breaking, or?
Yeah, I started doing breaking.
How'd you get on, man? Because when I tried it, I kept doing my back in.
Also, I was like DJ. I have the
decks,
the turntables, everything, but not NC because I don't like to talk much, and NC, I'm not good for that. No.
But you feel you had the fever for the graph.
Yes.
Yeah, wicked. And what was you doing? Mainly walls.
Yeah, I did a lot of walls in all over Puerto Rico and different places, and then I traveled back and forth to New York, and I met first with Per 1 and Ticket 170, and we used to paint everywhere, and I'm part of the FX crew and TMB with Ticket. We travel all around
the
world.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now
here with Brim.
Yeah, Brim the man.
Yeah.
And are you gonna do any like little bits and pieces while you're in London, or you not got time?
If we got
something. I mean, he did a wall in Brighton, right? And maybe you'll cut in and show some of his artworks, right? Because he's actually got some big murals, right? And Ski's a humble guy, but he's a painter. He loves to paint. And I just wanted to push him forward. and let them have some exposure.
100%. You know, as we used to say back in the day as well, let the old saying, each one teach one.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And we're all students.
And you know, this is a good example of how hip hop went through everywhere, right? So it came to Europe, it also came to the Caribbean, all the small little islands, and people were influenced. He was influenced by guys coming back and forth from New York. There was no internet. The style, the culture, right? It also made him catch the bug, and he wanted to paint, and the way he visualized hip hop was like you guys, is a breaker, the dance, DJ. I'm sure he tried to MC, right? You know, that whole element, right?
Yeah.
And the positivity of that, right? And it doesn't matter if you were in Africa, if you were in Europe, if you were in Asia, in China, in wherever you were globally.
We all felt the love.
It was for the youth, right? It was the way that the youth expressed themselves, right? So this is how we express themselves in Puerto Rico, right? And Puerto Rico at the time was a poverty-stricken island, right? With very few resources, right? But it gave him the same benefit of self-esteem, right? He would be able to paint, right? And the people come to him and say, "Hey man, you ski? Oh, you so dope, right?" And then puff up his chest and feel good about himself, and he'll go back and he want to get better, right? I mean, this guy, he wakes up early and I'm going to the wall to paint. And that's what he does, right?
And what you're doing, you're pushing positivity through your art onto the walls. I mean, you know, a little kid will walk past that, a little kid who might be like 3 or 4 years old, and go, "Look, mum and dad or whatever, look at that beautiful artwork." You know, and it looks amazing. You've just shown me some of your pieces. I'm blown away. Some amazing pieces. Anyone watching this, I'm going to put some of Ski's pieces at the end of this interview as a little kind of thing to look through, because some of them pieces are absolutely wicked. Yeah.
Check that out. Check that out. We in the London black cab like a Bentley. That's all I gotta say. I hope we don't gotta pay for this fare. I don't know who's driving the cab. That's all I want to know. Who's driving this cab right now? Jeez, man. This is so advanced. It's like a Tesla. It's self-driving technology. First in the UK. It's my man. The black cab.
No left turns, no right turns, just straight ahead. Yeah. Listen, Ski, an honour. It's an honour, my man.
Okay.
Absolutely. And Brim, absolutely incredible.
All right.
Ski, how can people get in touch?
On Instagram, my page is The Amazing Ski, or you can find I have YouTube channel, The Amazing Ski.
The Amazing Ski. And what I'll do, anyone watching, I'll put the details in the description box below. So go and check out Ski's Instagram, because you will be blown away with his art. Ski, absolute wicked. Brim, the Brimster, wicked, my man. Peace from the southeast.
All right, there we go.
Yo, man, this place is bomb. This is the transit system. They don't like it to be defaced, and they will at times try and go to the extreme and trying to apprehend you. The subway system is a very old one, and I've personally explored some tunnels, and I've found rooms where maps that were so old it might have been like the first train line that New York City had. Call it what you want. Just a lot of rock, a lot of steel.